Good morning, everybody. Oh, we are going to be on the road today heading for Conroe, Texas. It's about a 3-hour drive. So, hello, I am Becky Thompson from the YouTube channel Power Tools with Thread, and welcome to the Stitchuation Room. We are just having a cup of coffee, and we're going to visit a little bit about sewing, and I'm going to be working on continuing to work on a pattern that I've been working on for, I don't know, a long time. I'm trying to finish out a UFO. So it's been under my long arm for quite some time. I see that Cindy is going to be celebrating her 45th wedding anniversary this weekend. Congratulations, my friend. That is fabulous. Good for you. It's nice and cool all around the country, all around the world, and it's awesome. Scotty says she's knitting and waiting with her tea. Yeah, I enjoy this too. This is a lot of fun. It keeps me from running the streets at night because I have to get up in the morning. Hello, everyone. It's very nice to see you. So I hope you guys are doing well. Okay, so yesterday I managed to finish my skinny trees. There are 2 of these. For those of you who are new or just jumping in, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Somebody asked me, why are you doing that? Why are you running live for an hour in the morning? And, oh, thank you. There's a note. Okay. So if you guys brought goodies to share with everybody, there's a kitchen over on the other side of the room. Please put them over there on the countertop, and there's coffee and juice and whatever you guys need. Feel free to get up and get it as desired. Okay. We have such a gracious bunch of, yep. Jude bought coffee and donuts for everybody. Very nice. Thank goodness there's no calories in these donuts. Very low fat as well. It's nice, right? But why do I do this? It's just a nice way to start the day. It really is. It's nice to sit around with a bunch of like-minded souls and just talk about sewing, do some sewing, visit with one another. It's really good. So if you would like to chat with anybody that you see in the chat string during the live stream, you will use the @ symbol, which is up above the 2 if you have a regular keyboard, it's above the 2, put the @ and then just type the first couple letters of their name. The computer will give you a list of people who might have those letters. You choose the one you want, and then you can type. And it is public, but what that does is on that person's computer, it'll show orange in their chat string, and it kind of catches your eye, and then they'll go, oh, somebody's trying to talk to me. Or if you see your name in orange, somebody is trying to get your attention, or they are commenting back to you or saying something to you. So Jude says she loves that I'm on in the morning. She's sewing and getting stuff done, and that's great. That's what it's all about. I find myself I actually find myself being more productive now and getting more things done, including those projects that I kind of have set to the side. In the afternoons, I will make sure I've got something cut so that I'm ready to stitch in the morning with you guys. And there's nothing more productive than that. I mean, that means you're ready. Betty Boop. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. You've been getting up early. I'm proud of you. Okay. Yes, all my Texas girls are in the house. Everybody is enjoying being more productive. So Barbara is in Mesa. The temps are getting better, but the pools are getting cooler. So are you going to be in Tempe, Barbara? I will be in Tempe. We land on the 27th, but I'm teaching at Mall Queens the 28th, 29th, and 30th. If you would like to bring your laptop to those classes, please do. If you need Embrilliance and you purchase it there at the store, yours truly will help you install it on your laptop. Okay. So, okie dokie. Let me put my coffee down and get this out of the way. So I am working on, let me wake up my gypsy machine here. I'm continuing to work on Winter Wonderland. This is a pattern by Joanne Figueroa for Fig Tree and Company by Moda. And it is not this colorway. Pat Sloan did a version called Autumn Wonderland, and she chose a different colorway for autumn. So that's why the light gray versus the black. So yes, Lucy's getting in. See, this is excellent. Getting ready to hit the road on a 3-week RV trip, getting inspired to take your sewing stuff. Yeah, that's it. You know, it's really cool. There are so many sewing things that you can take with you when you travel that are small. You don't have to have ginormous, a big iron or any of that. You know, I'm just piecing with this, and this is a Cricut mini press. But the trick is to just make sure that you're prepared. So if you need to do your cutting or anything like that of big stuff, then maybe do that ahead of time, you know, that kind of thing. So, oh, this is good. So Barbara says, where'd it go? Right there. She took my suggestion on a saved file for BX fonts and started the list yesterday. So if you are brand new to this, BX font is a font that is proprietary to Embrilliance embroidery software. And Frida just bought the Embrilliance software. Frida, you're going to love it. I was trying to show you guys yesterday what my master font file looks like. So let's revisit that just quickly before we get to stitching. So I'm going to share, let me open up that file so I can share it with you guys. Let me see here. I want to make sure I make click off of this and click off of that and click off of this, so that, because when I share my screen, there's, you know, I don't want to show everybody all my business. Yeah. Uh-oh, somebody's coming in the door. We're going to leave probably 10:30, 11 o'clock and head over to Conroe. There's my
good morning, everybody.
Love of my life. My husband, Keith, is coming in. My dogs, Frito and Harley, are down here on the floor.
Oh,
He's going to be making his drink.
no, I'm
so you made a live, Sally. Yes. Hi, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Everybody's saying good morning, Keith.
Good morning.
So before we get stitching, and while he's doing his thing where he's making his
I've already made it.
oh, he's already made it. Okay. So let me do I'm going to share my screen with you guys. I want to show you what it is that I do to manage my BX fonts. Okay. I'm going to go here. All right. So I'm sharing my screen with you guys. All right. So I have in my documents folder. Okay. I have, this is real important for file management, so you guys can find things. When you download a file, be sure to give it a home right away. Don't leave it in your downloads. And I don't recommend leaving it in your downloads. I really don't recommend leaving it on your desktop, which is your main screen. That your desktop is something for quick access, and it takes up a lot of the computer's quick access memory if you leave it on your desktop. So it really needs to go in your documents folder. Okay. So in my documents folder, I have a folder for embroidery. And then in my embroidery folder, this is where I will keep like a little card catalog or a recipe box of all the things that I have. So I might file by digitizer. If it's Kimberbell, I might file by Designs by Juju. Or if I need a birth announcement quickly, I might just create a folder for birth announcements and then pop my designs into there. So that's just a way that I can, and how you figure out what to do, that's totally personal to you guys, is you would want to go, where would I look for it first? If your brain says, so I've got Christian designs, I've got Christmas designs, you know, whatever, things for coffee, whatever, you want to think about where would I look for that first? And you might store it in 2 places, one for the digitizer and one for the subject. That's perfectly fine as well. So I'm going to come down here to fonts. Y'all, the font I had to download yesterday, I had backed it up to my Microsoft Cloud called OneDrive, and it was 29 meg. So that's why it took a little bit to download. But here I am at, I want to show you. So this is my BX import master fonts. Okay. So when I download a BX font, I extract it out of the zip file, and I've got videos on my channel to show you how to do that. It's very simple, but you've got to do that. And so we're going to import, I extract them to here. And there they all are. So there's 240 some odd fonts in here. And you can tell it's a BX font because it's got that little embroidery. Let me make the view. I'm going to go to extra large icons. So it looks like a little arrow with a needle. So you know that this is an embroidery file. Okay, let me go back to, we'll go to medium. Makes it, no, I didn't like that. I think, was I on details? Whatever. There we go. Small. That's easier for my brain. So I want to show you all you do when you've got your map. And then I back this folder up to an external hard drive and a cloud. I've got it on both. But the cloud makes sure that if I install new ones in there and save them in there, they're automatically backed up. The external hard drive I have to do manually. So you've got to think about that. But I just do a Control A. Let me click in here. Control A to select all. You can just grab them all, drag and drop all 240 of them at the same time into the Embrilliance main screen, and it will pre-populate. It'll just boom, and they'll all install. And it'll say, I installed 200 fonts for you. Thank you very much. So that's a neat little trick. Heidi says her hubby thinks she's off her rocker. Why shouldn't you watch what makes you happy, right? So you can catch the comments. That's wonderful. So, all right, you guys, I am ready to get started sewing. Okie dokie. I am on my brother NQ3700D. So this morning, I'm going to be sewing on the Starburst block. And the Starburst block is this one that's right here with the green, the lime green little arrow looking things. That is quite the block. Now they have, the first step in the pattern is to take these triangles and these triangles and sew them together and then make them into a 2-inch square. I'm not going to do that first. I'll do that when I get home, okay? Because I'm not 100% savvy on this machine yet with my perfect, with that 1/4-inch seam. So I'm just going to leave those, and I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead to another portion of the block and do that. Because I don't want to unpick, and I'll have to unpick, I'm sure. Okay. So the next thing it has me doing is making some flying geese. And my flying geese, let's see. Not the E and H squares. I'm not the A and X. So my A squares, I've got to make 4 of these, I believe. Yes. Flying geese and 2 of them. All right. 2 units, not 4, 2. So I'll put these 2 back. So here's this is what I call the base shape. Okay. So we are, could I do a close-up of the pinning, Annette? You just pin the ends together so they meet. But if it comes to that, if I come across that again, I will show the close-up, okay? What she's talking about, let me, okay. She loved the tip yesterday, used to recut her squares. Could you please do a close-up of the pinning? Okay, so what she's talking about is I needed to sew the tree trunk block, which is this piece, and this piece, to these flying geese. Okay. Well, the flying geese block was almost a quarter of an inch wider than this unit. And so I used the thought of bigger on bottom. Sarah, if you want to ask me questions about your luminaire, please send me an email, powertoolswiththread@outlook.com. Okay. I'm sorry to jump over to that, you guys. I wanted to make sure I saw it when it popped up because I'll forget. So what I did was let's say, okay, these are the same size, same length. Let's say they weren't. Let's say that the brown was a little bit longer than the orange. Okay. So the bottom, meaning the end that's closest to you, you just want to match up those ends exactly where they need to be. Okay. And I just take a pin and I pin horizontally. I apologize for the lighting, you guys. We're in the RV park. This is all you get. Okay. If I'm at home, we have bright light. And I just pin the end like this so that they're exactly matched up. And it's got a nice big bite. See, it's got a big wide bite on the pin. I don't pull the top fabric. I just let that pin hold it. And then I match up the top parts. Okay. And I match those up to sew just like we always would. And then I lay it down and I'm the bigger one on the bottom. And that way the feed dogs will pull in that bottom fabric faster than the top fabric because that's what they do. Okay. And then when you get finished, they match. Now you can't do that with ginormous big gaps. If you can't, you shouldn't. You can, but you don't want to. I'm kind of waffling on that because you can't, but you'll get all kinds of ripples. If you pull the top fabric and let the bottom fabric go through, you're going to get little waves and you don't want that. So, all right. So I need to make some flying geese, you guys. And I'm sitting here yakking. So for flying geese, for those who are new, hi, Pam. Good morning. Thank you. This is what we call the base shape. And my ruler. My kingdom for a ruler. Yeah. Oh, Annette, don't be. Oh, go on. Yeah. I need my ruler so that I can mark my quarter inch, or I'm sorry, my diagonal. I'll just use this one. Okay. I'm going to explain this every time. I know some of you who've been here forever hear it over and over, but we have new people joining us in our Stitchuation room every day. And so I want to make sure that everybody knows about it. Okay. Because people come here to figure stuff out, right? All right. So when you make a flying geese, the directions always tell you to mark a diagonal line corner to corner. I'm going to use my ruler and mark the diagonal line corner to corner. Okay. So this concept, this is hard to see. I'm just going to put it down here so you guys can see what I'm doing. I got to put my glasses on because I can't see what I'm doing. And I'm going to mark the ruler corner to corner. This thing is curved. This vase is curved. It's annoying. So I'm just going to mark it. Now, if the ruler's corner to corner, the line is not. Okay. So I've got this ruler here. I just marked a line on it. The part that's hanging out from underneath the ruler, I'm going to put a little mark on there because that half is shorter. This is the short side. If the ruler's corner to corner, then the line is not corner to corner. It looks like it is, but it's not. Okay. So this is the part that's going to be cut off. The shorter side is what's going to be cut off. So having that line just off corner to corner gives you a concept in the garment sewing world called turn of cloth, and it gives you room to fold that larger piece over. It's important to make the little mark when you do this sew and flip method, because a lot of times they'll have you mark a whole bunch of these at one time. They'll say, mark, draw a line down. Let me see, I'm making 2 of these, so I need 4. I need a total of 4 of my squares. 2, 3, 4. So they have you mark these in a group and stack them up and then go to cut them all, sew them on all at one time. Well, that's fine. And that's very efficient. But the problem is, if you don't make the mark, you don't know which side is the short side, because it's very hard to tell. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm marking all of my 2-inch squares with the diagonal line corner to corner. You guys, this will make a world of difference. If you don't mark that short side, you got a 50% chance of getting it wrong. Or in my case, usually more often than not, I sew it on wrong, and it'll drive you bats going, how come it works sometimes and it doesn't work any other times? That's a great little tip. Let's see. Pam's a master quilter. She uses her diagonal line on the cutting mat to add insurance of keeping it straight. That's a great tip, Pam. Thank you. Yeah. Pam's been around the block once or twice with a rotary cutter. I'm going to tell you what. So, okay. Oh, yes. Good, Jude. Okay. So now that I have all of my pieces now are marked, and they've got the little mark over here on this side. But you can see how that line looks like it's corner to corner. Well, that one up at yeah, it looks almost corner to corner. Why guess? There's no point in that, right? Okay. Do the magnetic hoops go on sale? Like once a year? I think they do. Once a year. Okay. So I need to raise my presser foot. I have myself a little scrap in here, and I might use it. I'm on the main number 1 stitch. This is a Standard Brothers sewing machine, and I'm on the main number 1 stitch. I'm going to use Jude's little tip of stitch width all the way over to 5.5 that I learned the other day from her. 5.5, and I'm using the standard J foot. That's the one that's got the little plastic. If you have a Brother or Baby Lock machine, it's got the standard little plastic in the middle and the button. That's your standard J foot. And I hear it works on the FAF as well. All right. Time to make my flying geese. And I don't want to start. I think I'm going to use my little leader. I'm going to make a leader. Just get it going. That helps. Not because I'm starting on a point. Okay. Which is always a challenge, y'all, especially with this chambray. Okay. Becky says I should be able to save the width and set it every time. Really? That's neat. So, yeah, that would be cool. I'll have to look into that. I don't know. Maybe in the settings or something. I'll have to look. Now you sew on the line. And my little scissors are over here. I think I sewed my geese to my leader. Oops. I think I did. Kay missed why I use the 5.5. It gives you a perfect 1/4 inch seam if you use the edge of the J foot as you sew. How about that? Let's see if this worked. It does. Yeah. Okay. Let me make sure this one works. It does. Okay. So I sewed on the line. Okay. And now I've got enough room. Now, don't cut it, right? Don't cut it. You want to fold the bigger part, the part that was under the ruler, up to the point and maintain the integrity of the base shape. So this is my base shape. You do not see fabric hanging up here like this or hanging down here like that. Your little point needs to know where to go. And if you cut it off first, it's not going to know where to go. Okay. No, don't. All right. I'm using these are great. If you're going to be traveling, get yourself a Yazzy bag. These are great. I just ordered my new ones yesterday. They've got 5 new bags out, and I bought some because that's what I do. So I'm going to iron this down. I have a problem. There. All right. Other than a few strings hanging out. Okay. See how it fits perfectly? Right up in the corner. I got perfect points. And it needs a haircut. Doesn't it? It needs a haircut. I'm going to trim this up. Now, before I give it the haircut, now open it up and leave a 1/4 inch seam and cut it. Now when it folds open, it's still the same dimensions. We've maintained the integrity of the base shape. Okay. You ordered the pressing aids. Good, good, good. Yes. So that's what you're after in your flying geese. Okay. You guys, flying geese are one of the basic blocks in quilt piecing. And it's really important that you get that. Because if your geese are wonky, if your wings are wonky, you fly in a circle. That's not helpful. All right. This looks, I'm off on this one. Hold on a minute. I got problems. Let me do this. I'm off on this one. I'll show you guys. It's just a stitch. See how you can see that orange up there? That's not good. No. So I'm going to stitch it again, and I'm going to aim closer to the point. Just right in the middle of the block, I'm going to start, I think. Oh, that's hard to do on that 5.5, but I'll get it. Okay, here we go. That's better. Suzanne wants to know, what's a Yazzy bag? A Yazzy bag is a quilter's toy box, very organized toy box. And it's used for travel. They were created by a lady in India by the name of Yazmita Magan. And Yazmita has been at the Houston Quilt Fest many years. And it is a wonderful, these are handmade bags. I've got a link below in the description box to Yazzy bags with a permanent 10% off coupon if you guys decide to get one of these. Treat yourself for Christmas, y'all. And they're handmade on treadle machines in India. And they are, let me zip this so it doesn't go everywhere. They're loaded down with pockets. Tons and tons. I don't have it open yet. This is hard, you guys. Loaded down with vinyl pockets, all kinds. They've got all different kinds of bags for quilters and hand stitchers. Tons and tons. I need to put this stuff away. I like this one because it's deep. I think this is a quilter's, it's quilter's something or other. And it's even got a a thing across here where I keep all my tools, my stylus, that type of thing. My purple thing. Got to have one of those, right? Marking tools. So I just carry all of my goodies in here. This is great. So they're called Yazzy, Yazzii. Yep. All right. Janet, have a great day. Enjoy yourself. Be safe. All right. Let me stitch the rest of these geese. Okay, this is better. See how I got some of that orange up at that tip that time? That's better. If I left that, it'll show in the block and I'll have a gap. Then I'd be mad. Okay. I like that. That'll work. Okay. Well, oh, the 1/4 inch works on the Janome as well. Good. Thank you for sharing that, Lucy. I appreciate that. That's all very helpful. We've got, yes, Pam is absolutely right. That Yazzy has a name tag wallet thing for shows, and that's very good as well. I use that. I have one of those and I wear it around my waist. Okay. So if you're brand new to making flying geese, don't think that you can stitch one, stitch the other, iron them, and cut them. You have to do them one at a time because they overlap. So let me show you. All right. So here's the first half of the geese right there. So now there's the mark. I know that's the side I'm going to cut off. I know it's hard to see because it's dark. The fabric's dark. It's not the lighting. All right. So see how they overlap up at the top. That's going to give you that 1/4 inch point that you need. Okay. Don't try to be efficient and sew them both. I've done that. I've just learned from my mistake. Okay, y'all. Just learn from my mistake. Let me see here. I've got to go. I've got to go back to center because I'm stitching on the line. Okay. Okay. And my last one. No, Suzanne, it's not the stitch length, it's the stitch width. Like if you were making it, it's the straight stitch. And what that does is it moves the needle left or moves the needle over. That's what that does. And then you use the edge of the foot. It would never have occurred to me to change the stitch width on a straight stitch at all. But it does. I only changed the stitch width on a zigzag. All right. Boom. My husband going outside. Yes, Jude, we've all done it. All right. So I stitched on the line. Okay. And now I'm going to fold this over and make it meet. And it's got room to fold because of the turn of cloth. How'd I do at the slots yesterday? Love Kishada. Well, Margie, I made up what I lost the day before. So I'm leaving about even and I'm a happy girl. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Okay. So see how it meets? It looks good. I've got my 1/4 inch right here. See how nice that is? That 1/4 inch seam on that point. That looks good. Now I can cut. Yeah, that looks really nice like that. Okay. Happy. So there's that one. Okay. Y'all be breaking needles, you guys. Sometimes I think this fabric is not doing what it's supposed to, and then come to find it's just the chambray. Okay, this one meets as well. Zero frustration on this method, you guys. Good morning, Joan. Good to see you. When we drive by tomorrow, I'll wave. Joan lives like halfway between Houston and San Antonio in Flatonia, Texas. JJ Ivy. That's Joan. All right. There we go. So that looks good. I'm going to cut it. All right. We've got 2 good flying geese. I'm happy. My flying geese are still, let's see. Here's one of the pieces. So here's the geese after it's finished. Okay. Maintain the integrity of the base shape. I say that constantly. Here's what it started like. If I put this up to it, all right, they are identical. So there's the front and there's the back, and you can't see any fabric hanging off around the sides. That's what you're after. Maintain the integrity of the base shape. Okay. Good, good. Renee says she started a quilt before her mom passed and trying to talk yourself into finishing it. Renee, I'll tell you, sewing is so therapeutic. When my father passed, making my hands and my head work together just really helped me quite a bit. What brother sewing machine do I have in my motorhome? Pamela, this is the Brother NQ3700D. I really like this machine. It is a sewing embroidery combo. So it's got tons of stitches, just like every, it's a good machine. They've got this one at all brands. It's a pretty good price. It's wireless. It takes a USB, and the max embroidery hoop size is 6x10. So you can do quite a bit in here. I love this machine. It's great. Awesome. Okay. So now what's next? We're going to make a square and a square. And the square and the square, I need a B and a C. We're going to do sew and flip again. Okay. So this is my square, all right? And then the square and a square is where you take, this is it here, y'all. Right there. So the end goal is that one right there at the bottom in the corner, okay? That's what we want. So I'm going to make square and a square. And I have to use the sew and flip method again. And again, you're going to maintain the integrity of the base shape. This 3.5 inch square needs to be 3.5 inch square when I finish. And how do I do that? I'm going to take my 4 little squares. I'm going to draw a line corner to corner and mark the short side. How many of these do I need to make? 3 of them. So I need 12. Where are we at on time? Oh, we got plenty of time. I love my brother machines too. Y'all, I'm a brother baby. Absolutely. Best bang for the buck in my book. So there's 1 and there's 2 and there's 3. All right. Yeah, brother makes excellent machines. They really do. I'm wearing my Bayou University embroidery and sewing university shirt from, I was doing a lecture demo at got to go. The plumber's okay. Yes, Francie, I hope that works out well for you. Have a great day. Lady has the, yep. Really? You like that? Yeah, I've had very good. Lady Fair says she has the NQ 3700D and it stitches and embroiders as well as her Luminaire XP3. Well, yeah, it doesn't have Design Center, but it works just as well. I mean, it's pretty much the same components, right? Just in the Luminaire it has Design Center. It's got a bigger brain, but everything right here is pretty much the same, and it does wonderful. I've got lots of brother babies in here. That's good. Yeah. Mark my short side. I'll tip this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. I'm putting the ruler corner to corner. I know that blue thing gets in the way and I can't get rid of it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm going to mark. If the ruler's corner to corner, the line is not. This is the short side, the side hanging out from underneath the ruler. That's the side that's going to be cut off. So I'll just go through and mark all of these real quick. I hope these sessions inspire you to look around. You know, you guys need to use this hour like I am for UFOs, for things you've been working on. Don't start a new project. That can wait till later in the day. But, you know, use this time, grab something that's sitting there looking at you going, hey, what about me? Hello, I've been waiting for you. That's what this was. I started this, over a year ago. I'm sure of it. Pretty sure I started it in, I'd have to look, 2021. I'm pretty sure that's when I did. 2021 is when I started this. And I got all the way to the last chapter of the book, and I quit. And it was taking up room underneath. I ordered some new storage stuff for under my my long arm. Right now I've got baskets and totes and things like that under there for storage. I'm going to get rid of those. And I ordered enclosed storage with drawers. And it's going to look very, very pretty. They were on sale for $70 a piece or 75, something like that at Wayfair. Wayfair, you got just what I need. Okay. Pamela, I have a Singer Featherweight as well. I got that from Lady M. She's a benefactor of my channel. Very, very nice lady. Thank you all yesterday for your prayers for Molly. She's going to need them. I've got to get home and make an emergency quilt for Molly. She's starting chemotherapy today. It doesn't look good, and I imagine she's going to feel quite ill. But she's always cold, and so I'm going to make her a jelly roll race when I get home. And that's what I'll be working on when we get home. So probably Thursday morning, because we get home on Wednesday afternoon. So Thursday morning, I'm going to start the jelly roll race quilt. And then I'm going to back it with Minky. And I don't know if I'm going to put anything inside of it or not. Maybe flannel. Maybe flannel. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I need to order. So, okay, I want to highlight this right here. Have I tried the line tape from Cluck Cluck so I don't have to mark with it? Yes, that is true. I've got that. Yeah. I actually have it on the bed of my piecing. My piecing machine at home. I use it all the time for that. I don't have it on this one. All right. So square and a square. I'm going to maintain the integrity of the base shape. So you want to make sure you get your piece on so that it looks the same from the front as it does from the back. All right. And then I'm just going to sew on the line. Okay. These need pressed. Okay. Have I ever backed a quilt with fleece and no batting? I've not done one with fleece belled cats. I have not. I used flannel inside of one that I made for a friend who was going through treatments because that one had minky or Shannon cuddle something, whatever. That's what it had, but not fleece. How many of these am I making? 3? Yeah. All right, Shirley, enjoy your walk. Have a good time. You guys are all talking about your machines. That's good. I love it. Okay. So now, normally I say go ahead and, push it up and fix it so it's sewn right on the line. I'm going to go ahead and do the one right across from it and just do that quickly as well. So I can do both 2 sides of the square and a square at a time. You can't do the ones that are right next to it because they need to overlap. So I'm going to do the one across from it because those can be done at the same time. I bought a Bernina and it died. What did you do to kill that Bernina? Oh, wow. Oh, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Okay. I hope the TV outside isn't bothering y'all. Okay. That will work. Have I done any videos on Design Center? So really the only thing I do in Design Center is, which if you have a baby lock, that is IQ Design. Okay. A lot of people really love it. What I use it for is when Lori Holt wants me to hand stitch something as a design element in a quilt, I will go ahead and take that. I will go ahead and take that paper that she has to create that hand stitching, and I'll scan it in Design Center on a line design scan, and then digitize that to a very, very narrow zigzag. That's what I do with that. And then I've also, and I have that, I did that in, I think I did it in chicken salad. I can't remember. And then I've also got some videos where I have done stippling around applique after the fact using Design Center. Okay, so I've got my 2 squares on. All right, and I've maintained the integrity of the base shape. So now I'm going to fold them up, and they fit perfect because they've got room to fold. Okay. Becky, I'm so afraid of glue because it goes everywhere. It goes everywhere with me. All right, so I've made my folds, and before I cut, I'm going to press. So my folds, they know where to go. I'm going to hold my little points. You guys are listening to me in the car. That is so funny. Donna, thank you. Donna has given me a super sticker there. Donation. Thank you so much, Donna. I appreciate that. This is how I make my living now. So it is greatly appreciated. I love that YouTube gives you guys the opportunity to show how much you love the content. Thank you. All right. So now, is that a scammer, Pam? I don't know. All right. So I'm going to, now that it's done, I can cut. Okay. All right. Look at that. How's that? That looks great, right? Maintain the integrity of the base shape. Because I folded before I cut, here's what it looked like. Because I folded before I cut it, the points knew where to go. So that's what it looks like from the front, okay? And here's what the original piece looked like. It's the same. That's the goal. That's what you're after. So that one's ready for the other two pieces. Let's see. Yes, I would think, well, fleece is a poly. I don't know that you need to wash it first unless you just want to get the sizing out. Yeah, fleece should not shrink. Flannel, now that shrinks like nobody's business. That's crazy. Flannel is a cotton fabric, and that will shrink like crazy. All right. Okay. That's good. That one turned out good. I need to cut it. Okay. Hi, Debbie. Oh, it was good seeing you at Bayou University. I'm wearing my shirt. Bayou University. Yeah. Keith called it Boudreaux University. Yeah. So if you guys are interested in a Yazzy bag, I have a link below with a permanent 10% off coupon. They're an investment, but they are well worth it if you're going to be traveling. Okay. It's nice to have everything right where you need it and secure so that when you have a sudden stop, things don't go flying everywhere. Pam, typo much? You got dung on your brain? Oh, hilarious. Oh, I love this method. Everything fits. I'm looking forward to getting home and getting some more embroidery done. I didn't bring any embroidery projects with me here because if I did, I'd probably be doing that instead of working on this UFO. So I need to get this done. And I'm going to see when we travel to Tempe if I can keep doing this in the morning as well. So I can just, pack something to sew. And maybe I can use Mull Queens before the doors open for you guys. Because I love to start my day doing this. I feel like I've accomplished something. I've at least something that day. Joan wants to know if I found some good Cajun food. Yes. There is a restaurant. Let me see. So we are 20 miles northeast of Lake Charles off of I-10. There's a restaurant up there called Fausto's. Excellent Cajun food. So I went in there. Yes, we went yesterday for lunch, and I had a Cajun baked potato. Oh my, it was huge. It was good. And then they didn't have any gumbo ready, which kind of was a bummer because I like my gumbo. They've got a seasoning in there, And then I bought a case of their seasoning to take home because I like to put their seasoning in just about everything I make. So we did that. And then, believe it or not, in Coshada, there's a restaurant in there called the Res. That's not good. It's a sports bar right when you walk in. And that'll work. And they've got excellent gumbo in there. Keith had that yesterday. Okay. I was playing craps yesterday, you guys. I like to play craps because there's no math. I can just look at the numbers on the dice and see what I want. So I was playing craps, and there was a lady there of our ilk, you know, and she was brand new to the game. She says, "I don't know what I'm doing." And I said, "Well, let me help you out." So good thing she wasn't with me the day before. She wouldn't have liked me very much. That was fun. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. There was a guy, he was throwing these dice and he was on. I mean, it was good. And when he left, he had over $5,000. I said, "Are you ahead?" He goes, "No, I dug myself out of the hole." You know, I think if you come away even, it's good. But I did enjoy that. So when he cashed out, my spidey sense kicked in and I said, "I think I'm going to go too." And then she went. The three of us, we left at the same time. I don't care what happened to the table after that. If you're going to stay behind and lose it, well. Yeah. Good morning. The place for everything bag. Yeah, sure. There's lots of great bag patterns out there. You can make your own. Where are we at? We're coming up on our hour, and I'm just about finished with my 3 square and a squares. Okay. That one went like this. Oh, Sharon says she's late, but she brought cinnamon buns with cream cheese frosting. Oh, thank you. Bless you. Put them over there in the kitchen for everybody to have. And I'm going to make this fit. Yes. Oh, Marcia, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that very much. Very nice lady. Marcia's helping my fabric habit, you guys. So you have if you like the content, you have the ability to show your appreciation by doing stickers, or they've got the ability to do. And you know, there is a way for me to have premium content, and you guys pay a monthly thing or whatever. I just don't do that because what happens if for some reason I can't create the content? So I don't like that, but I do appreciate the donation, the super sticker. Thank you. Yes, Marcia's not a scammer. No, she is not. She is not. No, Pam. Marcia's not a scammer. Nope. Yeah. You guys, if you would be so kind as to give the video a thumbs up, that is free to do, and it helps out the channel analytics quite a bit. It lets YouTube know that you guys like the content, and then it will share it with it shows up in the recommended for you. So if there's other quilters out there, Pam, it's okay. It's okay. Yes, YouTube allows that. And you don't pay on YouTube. It takes you over to like PayPal. It allows you to do that. And you have to log into PayPal to do that. So it is not a scam. All right. And so square and a squares. All right, you guys, this is awesome. I've done it myself. I have done donations to content creators that I really liked what they're doing because they help me so much. One of them is a guy who I watch for video editing. I've got a video. There's a lady at my quilt store who makes quilt patterns. Her name is Lynn. And the video's almost edited, finished, and I want to get it out for you guys. But the very end of it, I don't know what happened to it. It just, thank you, Kay, for your thumbs up. I appreciate you. Yeah, appreciate you guys. Maybe Pam's a scammer. Yeah, how about that? I know Pam. I know Pam in person. Yeah. Don't scare them away from doing that, Pam. I got to buy fabric. Oh, that turned out beautiful. Turned out beautiful. Square and a square, you guys. Look, and it's got a perfect 1/4 inch seam on all of the edges. Awesome. I've got 3 of them that just worked out perfect. All right, you guys, we are at our hour. So it's breakfast time. My husband is coming in for breakfast. So you guys, and the dog. You guys, this has been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for, well, hello from Japan. I'm glad you're here. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for spending an hour with me. This has been a lot of fun. We will be back tomorrow in the Stitchuation room. So I look forward to seeing you all then. Have a great day. All right. We'll talk to you soon. You guys go sew something. Bye.